Hello guys, Jack Dice here with Obsessed Fishing, and welcome to a pond fishing episode. It's been a really long time since I actually fished a pond. Now that I have a bass boat, I've been fishing tournaments, and between that and school and all the other things that life has to offer, I haven't really got a chance to fish an actual pond by foot in a while. But today's not exactly the best day to do it. We just had a ton of snowfall last night. It's something, a little bit of mist is coming down now. It's the storm still coming through, and the water's kind of muddy, but I figure it's going to be a challenge. We're going to come out and try to catch bass in a pond in a snowstorm. That's the goal anyway. Water is actually pretty muddy, and it's pretty slick out here, so it's going to be hard getting around. But the goal today, is to just catch a bass, because with the water being so cold and so muddy, I'm just trying to catch one. So this is the Snowstorm Challenge, Obsessed Fishing. Stay tuned. Let's get them. Choices. Start off, I rigged up a blade bait. This is a great little cold water bait. A shad wrap, which is also one of my favorite cold water baits. And I figured the water might be muddy, so I rigged up a black and blue jig. And considering the water is muddy, that's what we're gonna do first. So that's my first goal. Also, the goal is not to slip and fall in, because it's all iced over. And oh my gosh, yeah, I'm gonna fall in. Should we take a kayak? I don't know. We might just catch one right off the bat. That'd be nice. Freaking knock the challenge out in 5 minutes. The water, even though it's got this dark brown look, you can see in it a little bit, which is nice. So maybe they can see my black and blue jig with a black and blue chunk. Always the question for me in a pond in the wintertime, when I have fished them in the past, is do the fish go deep? Because the thing is, there's not really much deep water in a pond. So you'd think, oh, if it's, you're fishing colder water, there's not much deep water, they're all going to be congregated up there. But the thing is, I've never really caught them very good in a deep water of a pond in the wintertime. It seems like the fish there, if they are there, they're just, dormant. They're not actually feeding. So even if you put a bait in front of them, unless you can get them to react, they're not eating it. We're working our way up to this drain pipe up at the top of the pond. And in years past, it's always a good spot. I don't care what time of year it is. That drain pipe, especially with a rain or snow, that influx of water brings in an influx of whatever's in the creek. So food comes in and oxygen in this pond that's small. And fish there's always, like, if it was a warm weather month, I'd say we'd guarantee get a bite up there, but this water is probably pretty stinking cold. That was a better cast. Much better cast. I really do think a shad wrap could be the best deal today. Well, no bite. That's disappointing. Alright. That's going back. And what now? I've got the shad wrap, which is, I feel like, a good choice, and the blade bait, which is also, I feel like, a good choice. I think I'm going to go blade bait. I'm going to try that one next. Shad wrap seems good, and I bet you we'll definitely fish that one too before we give up. Blade bait just seems to catch a ton of fish in the winter. The only problem is it's a little bit muddy for it. That doesn't mean they won't bite it if I get it in front of one. Okay, let's just not fall in. That's also the goal today. Not only catch one, but also just not die. So what a blade bait is, for those of you who don't know, it really is just looks like a blade of a spinnerbait almost, but it's got a weighted head. So, and what this dead bait does is the action is very similar to a lipless crankbait. But the thing is, I would consider the wobble on this thing even tighter. It's a very tight little wobble, and it's really the main and only time people throw it is cold water. It's just super tight, and that cold water, something about that little brrr can really trigger fish. It's kind of a similar kind of vibration to like a chatterbait almost. It doesn't make the noise, but it's kind of brrr. So I would consider it a good choice when fishing cold water. So the deal with this one, the way that I've had success doing it, is just the pull and drop. You lift it up and it falls. Lift it up, let it fall. In the winter, sometimes that means just really tiny little hops. A lot of times my bite, you'll just go to reel up on the next one. A lot of your bites on this bait come on the fall. Sometimes in deeper water, I've let it fall on a semi-slack so I can feel it, and I've felt them thump it like a jig as it goes down. That's always fun. But it's a killer cold water bait. It's another one of those baits that if you haven't tried it, you should. I caught a stick. Dang, that stick felt like a bite. That stick bit just like a fish would on this thing. You go to reel back up and it's just mushy. Sometimes they will bite it like that when it's cold. It just mushes. Alright, let's continue. Holy smoke. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Too many leaves. How many times has that been said before? Too many leaves. That's the blade bait for you. Pull and stop, pull and stop. And I say it's a really great bait, and I didn't catch a single one on it. So that just shows how much I know. And but we got one more Hail Mary to throw to see if we can get a freaking bass in this winter storm in the muddy, cold pond. And I really hope it works, because if it doesn't, that might be the end of this challenge. My final Hail Mary to catch one is right here. This Shad Rap by Rapala. This is bait I have an insane amount of confidence on in cold water, and I'm glad I brought the red one. Let's just say that. Because the water is muddy. I have caught them in chocolate milk muddy water on this bait. It's one of the few baits I actually feel like you can do that. So definitely my confidence is there when it comes. If it's muddy and cold, like really muddy and really cold in a tournament, you can bet this would probably be the only bait I'd have on, and I'd probably just throw it all day. So that's what we're gonna throw now. I got one. I got one. Oh, baby. Ah. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Dude, that's a spotted bass, I think. Look how cold and muddy he is. Look how white he is. That's how you know a fish is living in muddy, cold water. I'm pretty sure that looks to me like a little, almost like a spotted bass. Yeah, there's a little rough patch on the tongue. I'm pretty sure that's a spotted bass. Shad Rap. I was snapping it because I had a leaf on it, and then I let it sit and pause and float up, and I snapped it a little bit again. He smoked it. Look at that. Miracles happen. Unbelievable. It's a tiny fish, but it might be the only fish of the day. So you know what that means? Freaking selfie time. So go follow my Instagram if you want to see super cool photos of really big fish like this one. You know, that is what's cool. Okay, here we go. There's one. Little spotted bass. Thanks for biting, buddy. Bye. So follow my Instagram if you want to see what you just saw again. But yeah, there we go. That one, got him on the Shatter app, snapping it around a little. Really muddy water fish, really white, really pale. Could barely tell what species it was. But hey, challenge success. I mean, come on, people. I didn't say what size was a success, okay? I didn't say we had to catch a good one. I said let's catch a fish. Well, guys, that about does it on the day, and about does it on the challenge. It was as tough as I was expecting once I saw the watercolor today. That muddy water, I think, is the main thing that killed me and made it really tough. But the goal was to come out here in this kind of snowstorm, tough conditions, super cold, super muddy, snow coming down, and just try to catch one in a little pond, fishing the bank, and not slip in and die on all this ice. And we did that. We caught one. And so, anyway, this is the little bait I caught it on. Again, number 5 Shadrack, dark brown crawdad. Using a little 8-pound fluorocarbon leader, white bird spinning rod, and spinning reel with braid as the main thing. So that's what I use. Check the link in the bio if you actually want to check it out. I like it a lot. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We completed the challenge. If you guys want to see more videos like this one, more tournament videos, which is what I love to do, then be sure to subscribe. And yeah, check back later for more videos. I'm trying to come back at you with you guys. Come back at you with you guys. Is that even a... It's not a thing. Now I'm sounding like every other YouTuber that's ever existed, including all the dumb fishing ones that I don't like. So, to be me, thank you for watching. I caught a bass. Now the video's over.